As of June, some unis across Australia have opened back up and returned to face-to-face teaching, and I thought I might make this video to kind of help some people transition back to uni and especially interstate, or just people who want to or have to move for their studies or career. I've timestamped the video with 5 principles that I'll be talking about. If you'd like to jump to a certain section, feel free to in the description. Okay, so at some point in everyone's life you got to move, and whatever circumstances it may be under, it may well benefit you in the long run. The authors of the Handbook of the College Science Teaching suggested that adolescents and young adults who leave home to study at college, as opposed to staying home, have greater communication skills, satisfaction and independence in relation to their peers that continue to stay at home throughout the degree. The University of Melbourne survey found that adults who left their childhood home between the ages of 21 and 24, as opposed to later, actually had greater financial success later in life as well. This evidence is by no means conclusive, but you can see how living alone encourages entrepreneurial thinking, being able to set your own expectations and goals and really test how strong your beliefs and convictions are, compared to sitting around at home playing video games and sweating more coke than you drink. So let's talk about how you can make that transition easier when you eventually have to say goodbye to your mum's chicken curry. Number 1, meeting the rest of the cohort. When you start out, be super open to talking to everyone. Don't kind of restrict yourself to a few people, but really say hello to everyone, and over time you naturally find people you have more in common with. Particularly if you're in an intense degree, you'll probably see these people most days, for the next couple of years. So, take your time and just say hello to everyone, get to know everyone. And if you're straight out of high school, this is probably the first opportunity you've ever had to meet like-minded people. I know it was for me, and you can just be like, whoa, you like this stuff as well, and it's crazy, it's so nice, and it's a really good experience, and it's the easiest time in your life to make friends. So that part will kind of sort itself out. Just approach, don't overthink it, and don't expect people to come to you. Make sure you're asking them lots of questions. Where you're from, who's the local drug dealer, and tailor your conversations to what that person is interested in. Great books on the subject include Persuasion and Influence by Robert Cialdini, and the tried and true How to Win Friends and Influence People. Those are both in the description if you want to read through them. Number 2, accommodation. When you first move to a new location, you should try and find something on campus for at least the first 6 months. This is a great way to find people outside of your degree, and that can be really helpful because most of the people you study with you're going to see every day, and you're going to be complaining about the same lecturers, the same stuff. So it's nice to have different perspectives and talk to people outside your little microcosm. And once you get a bit sick of partying, I definitely suggest grab a few of your mates on campus who also don't like that vibe, and just try and find somewhere in the city that you can all live together. It's a great experience. It's way better than on campus in my opinion. You have much more freedom. And if you're missing that kind of family dynamic, a lot of private landlords actually lease out a room or two, and you can stay with their family, and that's really nice as well if you're missing that whole family vibe. Number 3, go to all the awkward uni events. They're there for a reason. They encourage you to meet other people, and most people there don't have any friends, so just go and just say hello to someone. Number 4, find a different event or place to see every weekend. This can be a really good way to help you adjust and kind of keep you busy on those weekends when all you really want to do is sit at home and you don't really know anyone. Just go by yourself or with a few of the new mates you've made, and just go check out something. It doesn't have to cost money, it can be free. Just check out a nature reserve or go to a museum or something. In most areas there's usually a tourism website. You can use TripAdvisor, The Crazy Tourist is a good one, or just a quick Google search to just see what's in your surrounding area. Number 5, get a regular gym routine. Find something in your local area. Usually on campus is a bit cheaper than the commercially available gyms, and you don't need something extravagant. You don't need a heated pool or anything. Just something with a few weights and a few treadmills, or a bike, an exercise bike, and just maintain your cardio and strength. We all know how good that is to help you think clearer, study better, and that'll really help you, especially when you're having a bad week. I find when I've had a terrible week, if I've failed an exam or done really bad in a test, or I'm really stressed about what's going on in my degree, just having little benchmarks that you can do, keeping track of your bench press or deadlift, can give you a bit of motivation to finish off the week and have something to gain out of the week, even if everything else has gone to shit. So get a gym routine and stick to it. Okay, so if you can implement some or all of these 5 things, they'll put you in good stead for any future moves you have to make. I put all the resources I used in the video description below, so just have a look at that. You're going through a big transitory period in your life, and I wish you all the success in striving for your goals and pursuing your dreams. These are all things I've used, and they've stood the test of time. It's made it really easy to make friends, and really made me enjoy living independently. So that's all from me this week. Have a good weekend. Bye.